doing laundry today, so I just started that. So I'll probably be in and out of the stream, but I'll keep it running probably. So might start with Vampire Survivors. I haven't played that in a little bit, but I should edit this video. Although, there are kind of parts that I don't necessarily want to show too much of. I don't know. Just people's faces through the years and stuff. So maybe I should edit that off stream. There we go. I still haven't looked at any sort of chat solution for the multi-streaming stuff. There we go. All right. Hmm. I already ate a probably 900 calorie Sunday thing today at Costco. In addition to Jersey Mike's. But I'm gonna eat these Haribo things as well. I've got one of these too. Still have a few more. Whoops. Might as well pop this open first. See what my fortune is today. All right. Embrace uncertainty. It leads to discovery. Embrace uncertainty. It leads to discovery. Okay. In the back here, learn Chinese wonton wrapper. Yun Tun Pi. I don't even want to attempt to pronounce it because I think it's a tonal language, right? So it's going to have ups and downs that I don't know. And it doesn't look like it shows them on this thing. It's got the little thing on the top and the thing over the U, so maybe that's what it's supposed to signify, but I don't know what you're supposed to do with those. Anyways. Go with this Santa thing. I don't think I've ever picked the Santa one. Do I even need to move? Garlic power increased. I feel like leveling up fast is probably a good thing. More garlic. More level up increases. It looks like, oh, I'm not. Those mummies can actually hurt me. Looks like. All base damage. I don't know if it's good or bad to keep picking that one, but it seems to be doing something. Let's go with the cross again. Actually, I think this is the boomerang, but maybe the cross is different. Ouch. Ouch. I'm in the wrong category. Also, got like 9 minutes. Holy crap. This is not looking good. Some flipping health items, man. Maybe should have taken the 0.2 HP thing. Garlic, please. Work. Four minutes. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Um, Okay, that was a bad idea. Yeah, protective items are probably not the route, but well, I did survive that, and it's probably would have died with the other character. Axe is kind of dumb. Yeah, I'm able to tank running into him, so I mean, I guess that does help all the armor and stuff. Ha. On an unrelated note, but stupid situation. I was at Costco with two friends. We went to Jersey Mike's before that and an anime shop. But then we went to Costco and we're sitting there, and I got a sundae, the brownie one, which is like 900 calories. Anyways, we're sitting there and this girl comes up to us at the table. She's pretty young. And then she randomly says, doesn't say anything else. She says, I'm surprised. Oh, what did she say? I'm surprised you have friends or something stupid like that. And then walks away. And we're all looking at each other like, what the hell was that? Turns out, I mean, I pointed out because I was facing towards the exit. So I saw where she was going. And she went up to this dude, like chunky, relatively tall guy, and presumably her dad. So it was like, she went that way, and I pointed, and then they looked, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, this is a jerk off I mean, I'm using my own words. That's not what he said, but this is someone that I've had issues with, and it's like, okay, yeah, at his work. So I mean, I'm using my own terms, obviously, but that was stupid. So if I need to vouch for him or something, I'll do that. Because bully crap. If you're an adult, if you're an adult and you're bullying people, fuck off. You know, grow up, deal, stop being a piece of crap. That's my opinion of that. Like, did you not learn anything from the time of being in a grade school to being an adult? You know, that you would just randomly pick on someone and try to insult them. It's inside work is bad enough because you have some relation to these people, but outside of work, the pettiness of going in, even the worst part is that this is an adult man, and he's having his child do his dirty work of being a jerk off. Again, those are my own words, not my friend's words. They're my words. So, but I'll call this guy whatever I want because he's clearly appears to be a creep. So, yeah, that was a stupid situation. Other than that, went to an anime store in the area. That was cool. Haven't been there in a little bit. Looked at a bunch of figures and stuff. I have some pictures I can post of all the weeby anime stuff, all the figures and things. Sadly, the owner wasn't there when we were there, so we didn't get to talk to him. That's usually why we go there, is to talk to the owner. And to deal with my laundry. Oh, ouch. Weird hiccup thing. Yeah, I have very low tolerance for bullies and abusive people. I give people slack for like I give them leeway, but then if they're consistent with bullshit, I'll tell them. Uh, Maybe I'll go with this. So many creatures. Although I need more damage, clearly. No, the armor seems to be helping. Beam cannon. Yeah, I can tank some of the stuff. Okay, I've never seen this. I think I'll take more armor. Nice. Well, I obliterated that one thing. All right, I'm gonna go do some laundry stuff real quick. Stare at a blank screen for a bit. All right. Set a new timer. Go. Oh man, what the hell was that? Whoops. Freaking health items. Damn. This is probably a terrible character for this map. Holy crap, man. Where's the garlic? So crap. Oh, that Bible didn't last long. Never seen that one. This is pretty terrible. More Bibles. What's up? You play this game? I picked it up like last week. It's pretty fun. I normally don't do gaming on here, but I'm doing laundry, so it's kind of hard to concentrate when I have to deal with it. And I haven't had a single garlic item, which seems like the best one for this stuff, or this type of character. Fires one projectile, all base area. Sure, we'll do that. Man. At least they're slow. Yeah. I haven't had it show up in the list once so far. Magic Wand Tome. I think I'll do this one. So hopefully the Bibles will show up quicker. Although I don't know if it applies to those ones. Oh man. Shoot. I can go and try to pick up the gem things. Just have like no damage. The cursed run. Oh no. Cooldowns. Base damage. Yeah, normally I just do editing videos or programming or tech things. I even do sewing and stuff occasionally. But gaming is fun. It's just difficult to justify spend time on it. For me, at least. Because I don't really get anything from streaming. Okay. Well, that was a big one. All right. I'm honestly surprised I've survived this long on this map with the item set that I've gotten so far. Might as well throw another Bible in there. Oops. Eats hours, right? Yeah. I can tell. I've only gotten to the second level so far. And a handful of characters. Oh. I was surprised at first because I thought it was a twin stick shooter, but it's really just like a single directional pad thing. I know you can kind of steer some of the items if you point in a certain direction, but I was kind of surprised by that. I'm used to the traditional twin stick shooter type games. Should probably do anti-damage. Oh no. This might be it. Oh no. Let's get out of there. Oh shoot. Okay, not going there was bad. Robotron? Yeah. I mean, the ones that I had played more were like Super Nintendo era, but I did play Robotron on the Commodore 64. I think, yeah, I think that was one. So, the Midway game, I'm trying to think of what the name of it was. Oh, I'm dead. It's like a game show, a mock game show, like goofy version of it. Can't remember the name offhand. All right, more coins now. Cooldown maybe, speed. Got curse increases enemy speed. Oh, so it's to make the game harder. Gains 10% gold growth. Revives once with 50% health. I mean, is this per game or is this 10,000? I don't have enough. Never mind. Luck. I don't know what lucky means in the game, but looks kind of expensive. Enemy range pickup. That one's kind of good. Augments area attacks. I'll just go with the HP regen. I kind of like the cleric so far. Permanent 0.5 HP, 50 max health. Oh, I'll try this one again. Hopefully I can get better items. Lightning ring. Fires one more. Let's go with the lightning ring. There it is. Looks like I might have better luck for this one. Actually, I could probably just run everything over at this point. There we go. Oh, the game was called Smash TV. I just remembered the name. I know this. Oh, yeah, Smash TV. I know this game has a streamer mode, but I don't really generally get people in the chat, so it's just me sitting there and waiting for the timer to go down, usually. Go. Although I could turn it on and just, it could be like a random chance when no one's there. I don't know, can I turn it on when it's... I probably have to exit the game. Wait. Yeah. Let's see. This one? There we go. All right. Let's see if that messed up my luck. Oh. So my laundry is done. 16 minutes. Oh, nice. Yeah, I should be editing a video. It's on, I'm kind of somewhat close, but the stuff I need to edit on it is, I don't know if I necessarily want to show on stream, because it has a bunch of people's faces. It's a photo archive that is, my entire photo archive that is scanned. I do a lot of photography, but it's like since I started, so it's got a bunch of personal photos and stuff too. But it's like 22 terabytes. And there's a feature in the program that I'm using that does face detection. And then there's also one that does AI keywords. It works decently well, but the computer I'm running it with is pretty old. So I can tell that the CPU is the main issue. But I did a big screen recording of going through it, and it's got people's faces and stuff, so probably not the best part to do on stream unless I look through it first, because I don't remember at this point what was on screen when I did the recording. Besides that, yesterday I was working on, I'm using the same old computers back here, and I have it set up to, it's using Windows, but I could have used Linux for some of it. The problem is with that photo program, it's not on Linux. But I've been messing around with the local AI stuff. So they're called large language models, and then you obviously use a bunch of software to go along with it. And I was actually using one called Gemini Pro to help me install and configure all this stuff, and it works. So now I can run that and potentially do some stuff with it. The problem is the old hardware, so I can't use the better models. You need a lot of fast RAM and compute to do that stuff. But generally, for the Gemini Pro, which is Google's thing, they have an AI studio that has a 1 million token context window, which is huge. And that's generally what I use to do programming stuff. And things like highlighting videos. I make a full video and then I make short highlights of videos. And I use the caption data or I give this thing the caption data to help me decide, B. Is there a B on there? And kind of help me decide for a highlight video. And it works decently well. But I don't know if the local stuff, I haven't tried it yet. It might be sufficient. It might work. Because there's this thing called RAG, which is an acronym for having a bunch of data that's not like fully into it, but the thing can use. So I implemented that too. All right. And it works, surprisingly. At least as well as old hardware can run a small model. There we go. I don't know what are the strategies for lasting longer in this game besides upgrades. Probably just movement and what you pick. I mean, I know what you pick is probably a big factor, but like how you move in the game probably makes a big difference too. Because clearly some of them I can just run into and not have an issue, but other ones, they kind of like can easily kill you if you get too close to it. All right. Yeah, these ghosts don't seem too bad. There we go. This one has Pomarola, Santa water. Oh, there are letters on there. Oh, I didn't notice the letters. That's funny. Panic time, jelly swarm. Nice. Oh, 18 hours in the game. Yeah. I'm probably, let me see. Where's my, oh, there we go. 4.5 hours. Okay. Stone mask. Rune tracer. Oops. Trying not to pick up those health items unless I need them. Oh, nice. Wow, that thing's tanky. Just got the first evolved weapon but didn't manage to make it 30 minutes. Okay. What's the evolved weapon? Is that an upgrade thing? I mean, like outside of the game? Or maybe it's a random drop or something? Stone mask. Axe. Oh, it shows stats on the side too. Okay. That's a lot of chicken. I don't know if the items stay. Whoops, that was a waste. I don't know if the items stay forever while you're in the round. But that would be nice. So we seem to hit a point where I need health, but now if you get a weapon to level 9, have a matching passive or evolves instead of super powered version. Okay. Interesting. Whoops. Oh, wow. All right. So much time I have left. 6 minutes. Maybe I'll play until the round is up, and then I'll deal with my laundry. Pause this timer here. Whoops. Actually, I could tank those. There we go. Ugh. So much chicken. Bracer? Hmm. One time I don't need chicken, I get a ton of it. Oh, what is this orb thing? Oh, attract orb. Okay, I'll take one of those. Another orb. Hmm. Increase your luck for a chance to get 4 choices. Oh. Wow. I'm definitely luckier this time than the last game. I mean, the game before last. And that was a little dangerous. I'm gonna try to find those chicken stuff. There it is. Big money. Uh-oh. Holy. Oh, crap. All right. I'm gonna deal with my laundry. Back in probably a few minutes. So I can pull up a few clips if you're still around. Oh, yeah. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Oops. Is that running?
Yeet me down one of these hallways.
Thanks. Okay.
Since I'm already levitating.
Sure.
And then use the shotgun also to jet myself even faster across.
Yeah, but if I throw you and then you shoot shoot me.
No, you're gonna move out the way because you see that there's pillars. You just go onto the side of the pillar. You will move before I will wait to shoot until you move on the other side of the pillar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And try to hit freaking
Sure.
subsonic speeds, so I don't get hit by traps.
Do you still have that flamethrower thing? Is that what you want to use?
No, I have the new short barrel shotgun thing.
Fusion, I think, just people that aren't into all this have is that they think you're biased because you have an Amazon affiliate link, and that's really not the case because it doesn't matter what the person buys as long as they click your link. Whoa. And within, I think it's 24 hours or so, they buy something and they don't click someone else's affiliate link within that time frame, then you'll get a percentage of what they buy. The majority of stuff, there are a few exclusions of things that are just not able to be part of affiliate revenue. But in those situations, it's you know there isn't the bias that people think there is. So it's easy. It's a added benefit to me, especially. Went through like 13. I can't remember how many years, but a really long amount of years of photography from a specific state park. And I made a book out of it from their service. It has a plexiglass front to it. It looks really nice. So in that video, I talked about it. I showed the whole process of making it. In those situations, I don't see any danger. I don't see any bad thing going on for the person watching the video. They can either try it out or not, and there's nothing bad about it. Of course, in that situation, I could have been an affiliate to that printing company, but I decided not to do that. Like I said, I think that goes a little bit too far usually. Even if I dodged it.
I'm pretty sure a lot of us have fire
It's
resistance now.
fireball does half damage.
Oh,
Actually, wait. Do we have fire? Yeah.
I have double fire resistance, so
I have fire resistance
And
from
then-
Soul of the Forge.
Do I also have fire resistance?
If you have fire resistance, it gets halved again.
I don't remember what options we took on the fucking clothing.
So, oh, your clothing does have it too.
the cloak has fire resistance on it.
There's
Oh,
That's why I have double fire resistance. I have it on two different things.
Oh no, wait! I've got the helm of fire, or no, shield of fire resist, and I don't remember if the cloak, which options I took on
I
the
think you
clothing.
two had the fire resistance.
Or did you take the piercing? Somebody took piercing.
I took piercing.
but he's naturally his skin or his.
Oh, it's He's almost gone. There we go. Cowabunga.
Okay.
Let's hope your ass is not as brittle as glass.
Oh no.
No.
What were you, Navar?
Strawberry milkshake. So like my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right. It's better than yours. I could teach you guys, but I'd have to charge. If you know that
What does
song.
that have to do with ass?
Milkshake? I don't know.
Ma'am?
Milkshake is shaking her butt, and it's a song.
I think a milkshake
about
was
titties.
It's titties in that song, but you know.
I don't know.
You,
Am I wrong
you
here?
could have it. You, know, what I mean? you could be bringing out some chocolate milkshake, I guess.
I guess I
Yeah, see?
totally misunderstood that song for years.
Yeah, no, it's milkshakes. It's big
I
kid
get
thing.
it.
Move the safety device. Where are you at, dude? There you are. Uh-oh. Well. Did someone say feet? Not that I'm in a feet or anything.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
yeah, definitely not, dude.
Yeah.
What is the I would never. There are monsters dead ahead of us.
Anyways, this app allows you to calculate star trails. So if you do or do not want star trails with your camera, all right, and it bases on the sensor side. This thing down. That's one of my old apps. Still exists on there. All right. Oh, 666 coins. Oh my goodness. Shoot, I gotta cheat. Get wrecked. Have to cheat again. Didn't work. 1. Okay. One. You can almost tank those ones. I should guess which. I'll say number 2. Oh, okay. My precognition abilities. If that's the right word. I don't even know. Psychic abilities. I'm pretty good at some things. Oh, I wonder where I was moving up. I was slightly touching the other joystick. Number 1. Get out the way, get out the way. Move, bitch. Yep. Candelabrador. Candelabrador. Labrador? Candelabrador? Oh, that is a bookshelf. Mm. 2. It's cool that I can cheat when this thing is on. I mean, it's not really cheating because if I had it off, I would pick it anyways. So, ooh, wow. Nice. In real life, I avoid garlic and onions, but I had a sandwich with grilled onions today, and I've seemed fine. In the past, I think just removing it from my diet for the most part helped. But in the past, I was pretty intolerant to that family of vegetable. The onions and garlic are from the same type of thing. I don't know what it's called offhand. But there's also a thing called the FODMAP, which is kind of related to that, and those two are on there as higher intolerance items. So I looked at that years back. But I don't watch too closely at this point. I'm generally fine. So I think immune system is not as crazy as it used to be. Knock on wood. Because generally, when you have intolerance issues like that to certain foods and stuff, it's your immune system reacting to it as like a foreign thing that needs to be destroyed. At least how I understand it. And that was kind of a waste. Nukem. Duke Nukem. I mean, like raw onions probably worse for me than cooked ones. But like I said, I seem fine and went to a place called Jersey Mike's. Got their big kahuna thing because someone gave me a gift card, but the gift card only had $10 on it. So I ended up still spending like $5, $6 or something with a drink because the things are so flippin' expensive. It wasn't even good, honestly. I got it because it was one of their few, or like the only thing that still has mushrooms. And there wasn't even much in the way of mushrooms on the sandwich, as far as I could tell. I think they were in there, but the thing that I noticed most was the jalapeno, and that just overpowered the sandwich. So kind of disappointing and expensive. At least it was hot. That was nice. But the general flavor profile of the sandwich is not good, in my opinion. I remember going there a year or two ago, or more, who knows. And it was a sandwich with mushrooms. It was pretty good. Like, actually, maybe it was better than pretty good, but I think they got rid of it because I didn't see anything. Oh, and the cheese that they had on this big kahuna thing was also bad. And the meat itself reminded me of those ketchums or whatever the heck it's called. It's the like thin sheets of meat that you buy frozen. I honestly can't remember the name of that. Snackums, ketchums, something like that. Whoops. 3. Get. So in general, maybe the quality of their ingredients decreased or whatever, but it was $10.95 just for the regular size sandwich. And then you mix the unimpressive like beef like product, and then you add the cheese also was not good. Whatever it was. It's like a white cheese and melty type. Not like nacho cheese, but denser than that, but still kind of on that spectrum. Anyways, the point is it was not good. It was edible, of course, but in reality, if I didn't have a gift card, I would have been like, that was very much not worth $10.95 plus tax and then a drink. Although I go to McDonald's, so I mean, it's sad when you go to McDonald's and it's better than Although I'm only paying like $5 at McDonald's for McChickens minus the mayonnaise, and then I add mustard and pickle. So it's kind of similar to the Chick-fil-A style thing, but cheaper. And also, they had that Monopoly thing, and I have a ton of free food. But even so, they tend to have a deal where you can get fries and a large drink for $1. So you can easily, assuming you get that coupon, which isn't for, they decide what accounts get what with the deals and stuff. But I'm kind of like a long-term big user of it, so I tend to get decent deals on there. And you get that thing plus 2 McChickens, which is it depends on the place, because some of the franchise upcharge quite a bit, but normally like $2.39 in my area for a McChicken, and then you get a second one for $1. So that's under $5 for 2 of those, large fry and large drink. And then I have a bunch of the Monopoly stuff still, so you can get a pie for free or a shake for free. But there's also a place in my area that's starting to expand into different states. I don't know if I should mention their name. I guess it's fine, because I don't want people finding me at places. But they have multiple locations. It's called Beefaroo. They currently have a $5.55 meal, which is a cheeseburger, olive burger, or beef and cheddar regular beef sandwich, and regular fry or cheese fry, and then a drink for $5.55. So that's a good deal. And their burgers there, years and years and years back, were not good, but now they have a good cheeseburger. Definitely better than McDonald's. So it's worth going there sometimes. And for whatever reason, last time I went, they had a shake for $1. So they're kind of trying to compete with McDonald's or whatever. Okay, that's quite the Soul Eater. Evolved garlic. Steals something. I can't even read it because it went by too fast. It'll come back, I guess. Come on. Whip. Next. Fires one more projectile. Is it going to show me? No. Okay. I don't know what this black thing's throwing me. It's the void. Okay. That's nice. Okay. I think I might have had some chicken that I didn't pick up over here somewhere. If I can get to it. Look at this. I assume the dark circle is the garlic, but it's enhanced. Santa water. Open. Whip. Whip it. Good. I will say Santa water. Do I have psychic abilities? No. Next, I will say number 4. Four. Nope. Okay. I do not have the ability to see the future. I'm not a vampire survivor. Number 1. Aha. Maybe I am. I sensed it. Or I had a 1 in 4 chance. That's 1. That was my first. Nope. Dang. Two. Going with my gut reaction. Dang. Dang. I keep thinking of that movie, what was it called? Napoleon Dynamite. 3. Dang. I don't want to use all of those. Oh, wow. Get dunked on. Hit it. Hit it. Shoot it. Shoot it. 2. 2. 2. Dang. Garlic. The hand motion is supposed to add to the effect, but it's not working. Oh, chicken. Uber cleric. Oh my goodness. 4. I'm not going to do the hand motion because it wasn't working. Dang. Yeah, as a person in real life, I don't think my luck score or my luck stat is pretty low, I think. I mean, it depends though how you look at it, because you could factor in so many other things that you don't even consider day to day. Like you have all of your appendages and stuff like that. So maybe my luck score is higher than I would initially consider. Two. Ah. Is that cheese? Oh no, it was a flame thing. I don't know how I'm doing so well here. It's kind of crazy. There's something pointing. Wants me to go over here. I missed my forge cleric. His name was Okos. He's a dragonborn. More money, more problems. Yay. Woohoo. They got annihilated. Ultra garlic. Come on, come on. These ones take some hits. Come on. I'm gonna walk right past you. I can't even do the accent of Midwestern. Oh. I'm just gonna. Man, I can't even do it. Or I should say, like Northern Canada sound, kind of. But we get that in like Minnesota, Wisconsin. I'm in Illinois, so it's not as bad or extreme. Let's see what my laundry timer is at. 17 minutes, 58 seconds. Whoa. Whoa. They're on a flying broomstick. I wonder where that trope came from, the flying broomstick thing. I did go to a Halloween market this year. I mean, it's called Witches Market or something. And they had a ton of natural products and, like sage and whatever. So I feel like that's more synonymous rather than broomsticks. Kind of like living off the land and unique items or plants and such, I should say. But I'm sure that's just a subset as well of the group. It was pretty fun. I like seeing a lot of interesting things. I did do some photography. But I had one of the shopkeepers be a jerk about it. Because I took a photo of a thing in a frame, so I guess it could be considered art. I mean, a lot of it was mass-produced stuff. So it wasn't like a art gallery, in my opinion. Anyways, besides that, it was fun. I don't know if I'm gonna go next year though. So it was kind of unpleasant. I mean, I could go as just hang out, go, which maybe, but there was a entry charge. I don't remember how much it was. I don't think it was crazy. And the the couple that ran it, they used to have a store here in the area, and I never got a chance to look at it, but I would have liked to have checked it out. But they closed it after the event. They're still going to do the event, but they're not going to run the store anymore, I guess. Is that a robot? Android? Looks like one. Oh, my ultra shield is on. There we go. 3. Use my psychic powers. 3. Did not work. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh no. Those ones have some HP and damage. Oh. Now it wants me to go this direction. Okay, this is not looking too good. At least with this game, considering it's not a twin stick, I can switch fingers or hands. Oh no. As needed. Give the other one a break. I think there was a chicken up here. Where is it? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I don't know if it was worth it, but hey. Taking some hits. You want HP regen or shielding? Shield, nice. Armor. Cool. Two. Am I psychic? Can I read the bits in the computer? No. That's a big one. Woohoo! Wahoo! Wahoo! Chicken. I watch this one YouTuber. I mean, he does Twitch too, but he's talking about family chicken. He kept saying it, family chicken, family chicky. Oh no. Oh no. Well. Well. Time. What is the time? 9 minutes left. I think I should work on stuff. Oops. This game is fun, but it is definitely a time user. Do. Oof. So that. Here's the project. Well, let's see. Mute. Okay, I need to cover this with stuff. I can also turn on that computer and get frames if I need them. Although I noticed it picked up more photos recently, or it was rescanning photos for some reason. And we've got the total number of cameras, 111. Nice number. Favorite ISO
setting ISO 100. Number of images and video files 345,882.
Do. I don't know if I can't read that. Let's see. Yeah, the database size is different than the one that I mentioned in the recording. It jumped up 6 gigabytes for some reason. Work. Total files
580,000. The most used camera, Canon EOS M50.
That's still the same number though. Interesting. I just needed to
use what I had on hand to make it work. Total files, 580,000. The most used camera, Canon EOS M50. I did have 2 of those at one point. And we've got the total
the most used. Just get rid of that. That one doesn't say the to this
would be ideal, but yeah, it's another expense. In this case, I just needed to use what I had on hand to make it work.
do 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 do. All right. Actually, maybe I'll pull up horse game. Something I've logged in today. Musume was daughter or young girl. So horse girl. Musume. Like I mentioned, I went to an anime store, merch store. Oh, 5 minutes left. I'll have to deal with my laundry. It's never ending. It would be nice if you could have a machine that you just put it into and out comes fully cleaned and placed clothes on hangers and stuff. I feel like that's definitely a possible thing to do that. So technology wise, I feel like that's definitely viable. It's probably just too expensive to make. I could push these photos to the computer. Oh, there's some Pokemon Go as well. Some type of new creature. Actually, there are a few of them. This bear thing. I got 2 of those from the Pokestop thing. But it looks cool from the front, but then you see it from the back. It's like... Let me make sure I'm not showing any information on here. Yeah, from the back it's like, what the heck? Dude. Just popping out back there. Oh, here's the Costco. Oops. Brownie sundae thing. I kind of I prefer the strawberry, or like just a mix of ice cream. Here's some stuff. It's from the merch shop. Oh, and yeah, interesting mouse pads. Very cultured. There's some Miku figures. I'll show the Evangelion free run. More Miku. Oh, here's Twin Turbo. They didn't have Narita Brand. It's my favorite one. Yeah, and they're all in their standard outfit. They're not in the character outfit. So it's kind of boring. All right. Login bonus.
今日のログインボーナスだ。
Best horse girl.
明日はこれがもらえるそうだ。カラスが鳴いたら木戸につけ。
God, that's a good night. I
昔はよく言われたものだ。
don't know what she just said. Alright. I can get 10 free cards here. I would like this one. Maybe I'll roll for this real quick. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Yay. I say 90% scam chance. I would assume it'd be a rainbow one, so I didn't get that. But sometimes they swap, but I think it's even more rare. This feels like scam roll. That's the worst one. That one's okay. This was my original favorite, but her voice is kind of obnoxious, and she's very obsessed with her mom and stuff. It's weird. But I like Narita Bryan and Sakura Bakushino. Yeah, that was a bad roll. Oh well, I mean I like this one too. She's Miss Random Chance. And that's a cute outfit. I like orange. Though it's a kind of a mix of orange and yellow. But I've rolled for it so many times with all of the free stuff they've given it. I haven't got it, so feels unlikely. Just like some type of tall. Okay. Alrighty then. Whoops. Nice nature. Fuji Kiseki. Aegis. Edgeness. Tachyon. This one's cute. Daitaku Helios. That's the android one. Mihono Bourbon. Meijiro Dober. Meijiro McQueen. Same name. Grass Wonder. Most generic. Meijiro Ryan. I mean, what does this mean? Seeking the Pearl. Oh boy. What? Bro? I feel like that means something. Not that I would know about those things. Alright, that was exciting. Skoyatsu. Dadigally persistent? 3 something? Sport cards. Uncap. Is there anything worth uncapping? No. Oh. Daitaku Helios. No. There's Mihono bourbon one. I don't know, should I increase the thing of those or not? I don't know. Like, is it even worth caring about the SRs and the R ones? Is the question. Nah. So let's level up those ones. What was this? Get a regular outfit on. Osu. On cap. Oh, I just went in there. Raise hint level. What is this? Certain items can raise hint level. Okay. Hint level. Choose a skill. Oh. Book of Hints. Friendship. Friend point. I don't think I'm in a group, so I don't have none of these. No, I do have them somehow. Textbook of Hints. Book of Hints. Rare Book of Hints. Let me back up. See what I can do here. So there's Homestretch Haste. This is probably a good one. She needs 4 of these books. Yuck. Which reminds me of Goofy. Whoops. Increase. Slightly increase. Oh, it lowered the amount of skill points. Okay. Now I need 8 of them. Let me see this one. It's like a pretty reasonable. Okay, I'm out of. There were 1,000 each. Never mind. Star unlock. Where's Narita? Huh? Irashaimase. I need 55. Certainly not going to get her in a roll, but this is like not impossible. I've got these ones too. She's getting up there. And then Sakura. Also relatively close. 3 per. Hmm. I need more shoes. Long red shoes. Alright, I need to deal with my laundry. So I'll pull up one of these. And let's do it. I don't know, I might be short.
やはりチケットか。1ハロン離れていてもお前の声は聞こえてくるぞ。はあ、あったよトレーナーさん。考える頭がここに。おい、私の頭は大きくないといつも言って。で、考える頭？ちょっと待て、一体何の話だ？
賑やかだね。ブライアンの偽装が決まったって言うから、景気づけにおにぎりを作ってきてやったよ。はあ？怠慢の話かい？
姉貴にアマさん。
そういうことで菱山姉さんにドーンと任せな。
理論に基づくやり方がお前に適しているかはわからないが、手探りで走り続けるよりはきっと近道なはずだ。早く以前のように、いや前以上に強くなってもらわねば 私も張り合いがないのでな。受けてたと。
おお、見てたけどよ、早秀のトレーニングは半端ねえな。これじゃお前1ヶ月後にはムキムキだぜ。
真面目がメガネをかけたような人だからな。トレーニング一つにも抜かりはない。そうだな。
性格もまるで違うお二人ですけど、互いのレースを意識し合ったり、共に年度代表ウマ娘に選ばれたり、欠かせない存在ですわね。あ、そういや今年の URA 賞が発表されるのってそろそろじゃねえか。
菊花賞ではあの成田ブライアンさんのレコードを更新し、続く有馬記念でも見事に勝利。勢いの止まらないマヤのトップガンさんが年度代表ウマ娘に選出されました。
ありがとうございます。
最高の1年だったと思われますが、今年はどのような年にしたいとお考えですか？
それはもう見ているみんなもマヤ自身も熱くなれるレースをたくさんしたいです。
なるほど。今年も素晴らしいレースが期待できそうですね。ちなみに今マヤのトップガンさんを熱くしてくれるお相手というのはいらっしゃいますか？
はい、います。マヤを熱くしてくれる相手。去年の阪神大賞典、その人のレースは本当にすごくて、なんだかどのレースも思った通りな感じ。ワクワクってしたいのに、やっぱり見学なんてしないで学園に戻ってればよかった。
突き放した後続との差がどんどん開いていく。
そうそう、あそこからまだ速くなって。
これはもう誰も追いつけない。もはや独走状態。6馬身7馬身と引き離して今ゴール。
すごい。すっごくワクワクして胸がドキドキして、マヤもいつかその人と一緒に走ってあんなキラキラしたレースをしたいって。だけどその人は怪我をしちゃってから勝てないレースが続いてて。でも有馬記念で一緒に走って分かったの。あの日に感じたワクワクもゾクゾクってする迫力もあの時と何も変わってなかったから。だからマヤは成田ブライアンさんともう一度一緒に走りたい。
新旧年度代表ウマ娘の対決ですか。これは期待が高まりますね。
まさかのご指名ですわね。彼女はブライアンさんと同じくクラシック級で有馬記念を制覇するほどの実力者ですわ。
誰が相手だろうと問題ない。これだけ支えられて勝利への渇望、思いがぶれるものか。ああ。
All right. I don't really want to go through a whole career thing with this, because it's just a lot. But probably do something like this. Go for gold. This. Yes. You
really want to for some reason. And in my case, file formats, I wanted to look at images and videos, the specific version.
Enhance.
短距離戦の猛者が集うこのレース、序盤から目が離せない展開になるでしょう。
Unless you
really want to for some reason. And in my case, file formats, I wanted to look at images and videos. The specific version of ACDC does more with video now. Doing that catalog process is a necessity in this case, just to make sure it finds everything, but then we let the indexer do its thing afterwards. With such a massive archive, it's going to be relatively slow accessing some of these features that compile information and stuff. Dedicating a fast computer with fast storage to this would be ideal, but yeah, it's another expense. In this case, I just needed to use what I had on hand to make it work. The most used camera, Canon EOS M50. I did have 2 of those at one point. And we've got the total number of cameras, 100 no.
1番桜爆心王期待通りの結果を出せるか1番人気1番桜爆心王さあ花に立ったのは5番マルゼンスキーこのままリードすることができるか2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは8番桜爆心王3番手にはカレンちゃん1馬身離れて9番マルゼンスキー2馬身離れて7番外で12
got
番
hands.
The most used camera, Canon EOS M50. I did have 2 of those at one point. And we've got the total number of cameras, 111. Nice number. Favorite ISO setting, ISO 100. Number of images and video files, 345,000.
Number of images and video files, 345,882. So the
借り尽くす
crush them.
注目の1番人気1番成田ブライアン
So this isn't gonna
Be a perfect number, but it's cool to see that I took over 300,000. That honestly seems kind of low for how long I'm.
第1レースの結果を踏まえての第2レース
Two. That
honestly seems kind of
882. That honestly seems kind of
low for how long I've been doing this. But, you know, it is what it is. And that's probably still a little higher than...
might be the case.
Because there could be just some extra stuff on there, like thumbnails that I had made for YouTube and stuff that aren't specifically photos that I had taken.
It is what it is.
My favorite format is RAW, and also the resolution of the camera that I tend to use is around 24 megapixel.
先頭は11番サイレンス鈴鹿単身で飛ばしていきます続きました4番
And look at the
information. There's maybe a little bit of 2002 photos, 2003, 2007 was a low point for me, 2009 as well. And then things went up a little bit. I can go to the other sets. Looks like 2019 was my largest effort with photos. But 2023 to 2025, not taking too many pictures, I guess. Still super cool to see all this information, see what I've managed over the years. And there's the database one as well.
6番並んできたその外並んで10番後から動くか内をついて2番後方2番手に9番ポツンと1人3番11番サイレンス鈴鹿先頭進みますがこれは正解でしょうか
11番サイレンス鈴鹿彼女の客室には合っていますね
oh man. Did you just say die? Shine. Shine? Or kill? Oh shoot. Nice.
11番サイレンス鈴鹿3着ウォッカ面白いレースだった
Nice. Big win.
気を引き締めていこう欲しいな
Oh,
さあ挑もうか力を合わせた結果だな
nice. She's my surprise win a lot of the time, even though her score is lower. El Condor Pata. Take a photo.
You know, it is what it is. My favorite format is RAW, and also the resolution of the camera that I tend to use is around 24 megapixel. Still super cool to see all this information, see what I've managed over the years. There's the database one as well. Again, more information on what's going on. I will need to back up the...
That was this thing.
人気と実力を兼ね備えた8番ハルウララ、今日は3番人気です。さあ2番人気はこの子エルコンドルパサー、真っ向勝負に注目だ。
気合十分いい顔してますね。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。今スタートが切られました。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
7番ハルウララとオグリーキャップ、この2人が競り合っている
Hold
のを
on.
期待
I
を
will
need to back up the database information, considering how long it took to scan all this stuff. I do want to save that and make sure it's backed up.
1コーナーからそして2コーナーへ向かっていきます。先頭は7番ハルウララ、阪神で飛ばしていきます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはオグリキャッ
Even
プ、
more
少し
information.
離れて3番外10番、すぐに続いて5番9番続いている。外で11番第2コーナーを抜け向こう上面に入ったオグリキャップ、ペースが速い。集団が一つにまと
More
まって
information.
We've got the camera summary, so the N50 is one I use the most. 50 millimeter f1.8. Most use focal length 50 millimeters, so that would make more sense on full frame, but I did use 50 millimeter lenses on APS-C quite a bit as well.
I don't know if it's this one or not.
続いている2馬身3馬身開いてエルコンドルパサー、さらには4番内を回って5番後方2番手に2
Could
番
be.
マヤのトップが最高峰からのレースになりました。意気揚々と先頭へ行きます。10番どうでしょうこの展開。
ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。
第4コーナーカーブ、
ここからスパート。一気にレースが動きます。
地方レース場トップクラスの長さを誇る大いの
You know, it is what it is.
My favorite format is RAW, and also the resolution of the camera that I tend to use is around 24 megapixel. Still,
7番ハルウララ食い下がる強い2番手争いは7番ハルウララ、8番ハルウララ、後ろを突き放して
Harurara.
ゴール板を駆け抜けた。
Look at that. She crushed them.
勝ったのはエルコンドルパーサー。圧巻の走りで見事優秀の美を飾ってみせました。2着は7番ハルウララ、3着に入ったのはオグリキャップ。
はいと優勝快勝 N 圧勝
Nice. I don't know what it is about that one. The stats are good for some reason. Even though her score isn't like crazy. 'Cause it was even before I had the new outfit, which you get when you add stars to the character. Big wins.
おめでとうございます。名鑑レベルが上がりましたね。
Umendatugadamat. Conversation gallery, event gallery. What is this? Introducing. I don't know what this is. What's going on? I
we'll need to back up the database information, considering how long it took.
Backed up. Even more information. We've got the camera summary. So the N50 is And these gaps are intense. Oh, I have to... Oh. Quick. Even more
information, we've got the camera summary, so the N50 is one. Camera summary, so the N50 is one that I use the most. 50mm f1.8, most use focal length 50mm, so that would make more sense on full frame, but I did use 50mm lenses on APS-C quite a bit as well.
Yeah, that was a thing. Nanaman. Nana the anime. Actually, the main Nana thing that I remember seeing was the live action one. But I probably saw the anime at one point or another. It was a long time ago. Millimeters, so that would
make more sense on full frame, but I did use 50mm lenses on APS-C quite a bit as well. ISO 100, that makes sense. 1/100th of a second shutter speed and f2.8 for the aperture. That's kind of interesting. And then we can see the different cameras I've used over the years, at least the most popular ones, from the M50, D600 from Nikon Z5, which is the one I use now. That's going up in the percentage. M5 quite a bit.
Then we've got different lenses we can look at. 51.8, my most used focal length.
50mm, so that would make more sense on full frame, but I did use 50mm lenses on APS-C quite a bit as well. ISO 100, that makes sense. 1/100th of a second shutter speed and f2.8 for the aperture. That's kind of interesting.
Nice. This one's interesting. 70 to 210 f4. That was a like an f mount lens used on the DSLRs at the time. Probably pull a video from that. She lost. What the heck? Hmm.
ただいま限定セール中ですよ。お見逃しなく。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうご りがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。すみません、もう品切れみたいです。
Oh. Wait, what?
交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。
Whoops.
黒い髪飾りの後輩。
Okay, so I can roll for that. And that was expensive. Not sure what the other thing I got was. Oh, it's in here. Whoa. I think that was the expensive one.
プレゼントが
達成。確認を忘れずにな。
姉貴の持つ飯は食っているかきちんと寝ているかだと相変わらずだ。知らせが来ている。
いらっしゃいませ。どうぞごゆっくりご覧ください。
Probably need these, but trainee scout. I think this is a card thing. Whoops. I probably, yeah,
交換ありがとうございます。交換ありがとうございます。
okay. It's until the 17th, which is 2 days. And then at that point, I don't know if you're able to get it or not. Like randomly. Who knows? I guess that's how they make their money.
レースのエントリーですか？
I don't know if I have any more. Oh. Nope. I think that's it for that. Yeah. What a game. All right. All right, I was gonna download. lens. EFM equipment.
I mostly use that lens quite a bit.
This one's interesting. That lens quite a bit.
This one's interesting. 70 to 210 f4. That was a Nikon f-mount lens that I used on the DSLRs at the time.
That I... Yeah, leave that gap. The Nikkor Z 50mm f1.8s, quite a few photos there, and then just some other ones here. And then this one's
really interesting, the focal length. We've got 0 to 50 millimeters, so it looks like my most used focal length range is 16 to 35.
We've got 0 to 50 millimeters. Interesting, the focal length.
We've got 0 to 50 millimeters, so it looks like my most used focal length.
My most used. My most. So it looks like my most used focal length range is 16 to 35. So maybe in the future,
if I do want a zoom lens, 16 to 35 would be a good option for me.
all right. The file sub
tab in the dashboard, see all the files, the resolution. So I mostly do 24 megapixel. That seems like a good compromise, and usually those cameras.
Let's see. So this one. Whoops. File sub dashboard, you can see all the files. Yeah, this is the part with a bunch of faces and stuff that I don't necessarily want to show. Oh, well, actually, maybe it's a bit later. It's cool seeing all the
dashboard information and stats on what I did over the years with photo and video. But the main thing I wanted to check out was AI keywords and the face detection. Let's start with the AI keywords and see what's available and what it found. Just get a feel for that. One thing I did notice, obviously, with this program, as far as I can tell, there's no way to see a big list of the keywords that
do have some. Pizza. I think there might have been some stuff I didn't want to show in there. But I mean, I'm already showing it, so. Pizza. I saw in my area that one of the Little Caesars locations. They are full self-service. It's the first one in the country, apparently. I used to go to that one, but I haven't been in that area in a long time. But I would be curious to see what it looks like. They have photos on this article that I found, but kind of interesting. I mean, it's just a bunch of machines, and then I guess I could pull it up. If I can remember the name of the website. Here it is. Find just one of the. Yeah, so that's what it looks like inside. They got a bunch of machines, presumably, yeah, order pickup, so it'll be in a specific slot, I assume. And then there's grab and go. So if you don't order, beforehand, you can get one of the ready to go ones, or hot and ready ones, assuming they have any available. I don't know how the drinks would work. You'd think people would just take them, but I'm sure they monitor it. Anyways, that's kind of interesting. The dashboard information. Dashboard information and
stats on what I did over the years with photo and video, but the main thing I wanted to check out was AI keywords and face detection.
Or make a pixels
to it. It's cool seeing all the dashboard information and stats on what I did over the years with photo and video, but the main thing I wanted to check out was AI keywords and face detection. Let's start with the AI keywords and see what's available and what it found. Just get a feel for that. One thing I did notice, obviously, with this program, as far as I can tell, there's no way to see a big list of the keywords that it found, so I'm kind of guessing at what might be in there to search on. You can go to the individual files and look at what it found, so you'll eventually get an idea of what's available, but yeah, it's kind of different.
Of what's available,
but yeah, it's kind of difficult. I wish ACDC would add a feature to get a big list of all the AI keywords and the quantities of each one.
Just search on AI, so you can see that. All right, it's already 8 something. I think I'm gonna. I noticed that my mic was picking up typing sounds quite a bit in one of the streams. I don't know why it would do it, honestly, but there's not much I can do to isolate the mic anymore. Oh. Monster Hunter has 8 GB stutter. Monster Hunter Wilds has been a headache on PC since launch with stutter and texture pop on mid-range hardware. Worst case has been 8 GB GPUs, which is one that I have. I don't have this game though. I did play the demo. It was kind of decent. there's a mod. G-deflate compression with direct store style decompression handled on the GPU. Even though the menu claims CPU decompression, hmm. 4060. Yep. 10 frames a second increase. Interesting. No, it's yeah, it's mentioning my specific card. Not my best purchase on that one. It'd be awesome if AMD or even Intel got their act together and really released a super efficient and fast GPU to compete with NVIDIA. Kind of doubt that's going to happen though. And my jaw just cracked. That was not cool. Yep. Intel Core Ultra 290K. I just haven't heard much about this series of CPU. Let's see. So it's slightly faster. I mean, what good does this make? They added more cores to the 270. It's still just as power hungry. No comments. I'll allow on video cards. Sure. What is this? Why would anybody buy these refresh CPUs knowing there's going to be yet another new socket released by Intel? Yeah. Yep. They seem to swap the CPU socket every 2 generations, I think, which is stupid. Yeah. True. It's probably more for just people getting into the system. But then, like the other person said, there isn't a super appealing reason. Although Intel seems to be better at supporting DDR5 RAM speeds than AMD. So that reminds me, I haven't looked at my motherboards. I was able to update the BIOS to the most recent one that I noticed. So I'm good now, but it was quite a few versions that it wouldn't work on my motherboard. Just curious to see if they have another one. No, it's the same one. But yeah, it's good that it worked, because I thought that I might have had to send in the motherboard to them. And I complained to them twice through their support. And they said it was a BIOS regression. So I assume the information got to the correct people to deal with it. And it seems to be the case. Just hopefully it doesn't happen again to any future BIOS updates. I wouldn't mind swapping the case. I'm not a big fan of this case. It's very cheap and kind of junky in some ways. But I mean, it works, so it's not a huge reason for me to mess with it too much. Unless I wanted to add more expansion bays or something. I like the cube cases, the vertical cube case type things, where the bays would be, you had the different level, whatever, but there really isn't much that I know of that exists like that anymore. Let's see if there's anything. Black November, new doorbusters. Oh boy. I'm not in a position to be buying things. Just do it for entertainment. Case. Let's see. Computer case. Power search. So it would be maybe media center. Extended ATX. ATX. I don't know if it needs those, honestly. I do want these, so I want at least 2. At least 1. Not sure how this works, so it might not work right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very basic B case. Such a stupid term. Whoops. I'll just unselect those for the moment. Oh. ATX cube. Pedestal? That's the cheapest thing. All these, yeah, those are not what I'm looking for. I don't like glass or windows. I like mesh. But yeah, that was not what I'm looking for. Sold by Newegg. In stock. Make an offer. Corsair frame. Yeah, here's the one that I have. I paid less than that. Is it on screen? Yeah. That one's kind of cool. It's made for tiny little things. So this, that. I don't know what DTX is. Small form factor, 8 by 9.6. Oh, here's ATX, UATX, DTX. Where's ITX? Mini DTX. $40 from Antec, really? They're selling something that cheap? And you can make an offer? That would be a fun video. Although I'm not a fan of Windows. Oh, it's a micro ATX. I don't have a board for that. I like the front panel thing. Who would buy that? Master box. Is it configurable? No. Another micro ATX. Maybe I should not select that. B gears. B vigor. DIY PC. I mean, that's not terrible looking. See, the thing is, though, with reviewing cases, people do care about airflow and such, and that's kind of a difficult topic to really get into. Another one. What is that? That's kind of terrible. Okay. Oh, this one looks unique. Nope. Thermal take. I could fit another expansion thing in this one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know if my GPU would fit. It's kind of a long one. It's got that weird setup too. This was cool looking, the cube thing. I think it's micro. No, maybe it's not micro. Yeah, that's a full ATX. This one's pretty neat. Yeah. Ooh. Neat. The problem is it doesn't have expansion bays. So I wouldn't, at least with my main build, I wouldn't swap it to that thing. That is a cool one though. Let's see if they have a thing for this. This is a terrible way to show photos. I can't click on them and it's timed. Yeah, it doesn't look like they support expansion bays. Whoops. I'm gonna keep looking at their stuff. Can I? They don't have an option for expansion bays. Come on. There's one. Got one single. What the heck is that? It's like a laptop. Oh, framework PC. Okay. Anyways, I don't see anything too exciting here. Some of the aesthetics nice, the newer stuff, but very limited on expansion bays. That's the second one. They only have one. We didn't need. Oh, this is one that I'd considered. Probably would have been a better option than the one that I bought, but this one was a bit more expensive. So technically, this would be better because it's 2+. I could take the memory card reader I have out of its extender thing and put in the smaller one. So technically, yeah. See how much this one costs. $71. You can buy it used for 65 something. At least on Amazon. This one's a bit more expensive. Not a single case with... Okay. The expansion bays, except for the one that I have. And here's this one. Yeah, they're not super popular these days, so it's harder to find ones with the feature. I really don't understand the appeal of glass in a computer. Seems like an accident waiting to happen. That one's kind of cool. It's got a screen on the bottom. I mean, the price isn't bad for something with a screen in it, assuming it comes with it. Frigging NZXT. I liked them until they flipped out. Yeah, there's really not much. Maybe in server cases. Let's take a look at that real quick. Server chassis. Oh, maybe I had that make an offer on, which would have limited options. Desktop, mid-tower. Cube. What is this? Looks kind of small. Yeah, it's very small. Nope. I don't know what the heck that thing is. Oh, SFF. Yeah. You need a special power supply. Tiny motherboard. Let's go into ATX. What? That can't be right. It's probably only ATX. Ah. $500. What the heck? This one's kind of cool. Bad. Yeah, that's not great in the back. The pricing is crap too. Anyways. Can't think of any. Let me see what Best Buy has. They're already doing Black Friday deals. Why is it not? Let me pick this. Weird. Do they not have any cases at all? They usually have cases when I've been there. Unless I stopped. Weird. Sponsored listings. Come on. Yeah, I highly doubt they would have any with expansion bays in them. Nope. Can't think of any other computer stores. I mean, there's a local shop that does have a few cases. But I mean, online ones. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Peace. I'm slightly considering doing some DDR later. We'll see.